Good morning, LinkedIn fam. I'm trying something a little new with today's profile pop-up for Dhruv. Hopefully I'm saying that right. What I want to do today is talk about the theme, pop the pain you solve the best, not just personality. What do I mean by that? Right off the bat, I love the picture, the background. It is optimized though for mobile, because if you were to see this on the desktop, the main picture here would be cutting off. It's on the left side, and so it would be cutting off into this picture. So he's obviously thinking of mobile is my hunch. And also, going to the next point, nurturing brands. I love that opening two words. If I can, for clients, get in 2 or 3 words right off the bat what you're all about, I try to do it. In some cases I can do it, some cases I can't. But nurturing brands and so my next question is, what does that mean and how? So he's already got my attention with competitive tech, marketing, and management skills. So what I would suggest, the only difference there is don't just talk about the skills, talk about how you use those 3 skills and how that means that you can nurture brands. So that's getting into more of the theme I want to talk about. How do you solve the pain best with the skills and with your experience, and even if you don't have a lot of experience? That's what people care about. So I'm also today trying something new, and I want you guys to let me know about it. I am, as I'm doing right in this moment, kind of doing this off the cuff. I went through your profile, probably more than I usually do, but I did it to get a good feel for what I saw and what things I saw overall. Other than that, I'm kind of running with it. I'm not looking at things ahead of time. I'm not going to point out exact words. I'm going to just show you my thinking as I go through this. So, if I get to the summary, keep in mind this is the number one thing that most people, if you're lucky, will get to and see. What do I mean by that? If you catch them with your name in a search, obviously if you've got a good enough profile, we can get into that more some other time. You got a good enough profile and you show up in a search. So if I were to back up, I don't know if I put in right here. I put in and let's say I knew the beginning of your name. I've shown this many times before, and this is what I meant by nurturing brands, why I love the 2 or 3 words, because this is where it may kick in. Someone on a mobile said, I ran into this guy named Dhruv. He was great. He seemed to know a lot about PCs. And next thing you know, nurturing brands, that's a great way to catch them, but you know what? You probably want to be known for how you solve their tech problems, their PC problems. So maybe that's more of what you want to be getting in those first couple words. But regardless, I love the way you're doing it. So then the next goal is obviously if you got them in, this is all part of the pop that I talk about all the time. And it's not about being flashy. Notice he has no icons, no symbols in here at all. That's good, and maybe you could use some at the same time. So what do I mean by that? Overall, what I got from reading through the summary here, an intelligent and presentable individual, I would wholeheartedly agree. Once I start reading that, I'm like, oh, interesting. Well, what do you mean? Again, it's pulling me in. And outgoing, likable personality, using natural ability, work effectively. This is all really good. So if somebody wants someone who does that, that's going to be great. The only thing that I would suggest to add on to this is get those kind of results right there up front to show what has been the result of doing that. Meaning, do you get PCs repaired faster? Are people able to tell you what they need better and you just understand and you get it done fixed and fast and out the door, better than anybody else? What is the actual result of all of this that you talk about? And even so, during my time in New Zealand, I have been able to excel and grow my own personal self and grow within, professional life. I'm able to work. I'm able to communicate with people on all levels. Again, getting into skills. I love traveling, exploring. So you're getting into more personal. So all of this, overall, this is a lot more like, I love to connect and share. It's more personal than it is, more about your personality than it is about popping for the pain you solve. That's where I got the theme for this one for. So if anything, you got a lot of words here. It is a lot to read, but it's compelling. It's good. It's good. It's some of the best content I've ever seen, really, to help describe what you're all about. The only thing I would suggest here, and this is the biggest thing about your entire profile, why? Because this may be the only spot. Other than your name, your picture, your headline, the next thing people are going to look to is your summary. So you want to entice them from the part that is visible right here and make that pop a little bit more, not to be cheesy, but to get them to be wanting to click here and read more about you. And obviously, with your goal in mind, I would think, what is your goal? Again, that's a question I still have. I believe what you're trying to say is, hey, I'm great at this. I think your goal is you want them to come and see that you work for Harvey Korman and you're a computer technician and you're one of the best in the world at it. But don't make me guess that. Tell me what it is that you solve, the pain you solve for others and why they should come to your profile and why they should care and why they should click or tap and understand more. So even here on your job, working on a full-time basis as a computer technician, helping customers resolve, you could turn these into bullet points, okay? Little check marks. But it's not, these are still, though, they're still tasks. They're still responsibilities, duties. What I want to see is, great, working full-time, I don't really care so much about that because it's been 3 months. You could have been contract or full-time. But what I do care about, and also I don't care about so much the company, or the title that you're a computer technician. What I do care about is, what can you do for me? What's in it for me? WIIFM. Get that always, first and foremost, in here in your profile. What is it you do best? So here you've got a link. It looks like it's a link that goes out to your company. Don't necessarily give me a link to your company unless, it's your company or, you're really into it and you're really passionate about your company. Give me a link to something that's more about you, if you can, okay? Something that you've done, accolades, problem solved, pain solved. It's that same theme, right? Same here. You look at, what you've done more. It's just all solid text. Get us, this is better. You got some bullets here. Give us something that draws us in, that makes us want to look at it. And so, for example, if I go back to IT manager, I don't even see, if I'm looking at your positions here, I think it was that third one that had some actual bullets. I didn't know that until I tapped on it. You don't know that people are going to get to the point of tapping. From what they see right here, you've got to give them a compelling reason, a pain you solve, and a reason to click and tap to open this up and see more. Otherwise, they may never even see these great things that you're doing. And again, as I've said before, $, pound sign, percent sign. Get actual accomplishments in here, not just duties and things that you've done. You've got great skills. You may be great at managing Office 365 and OneDrive, for example. That's great because the more content like this you put in, the more searchable it might become. But do you want to be known for that and searched on that? What have you done with it? Even if you get found, are people going to be able to click down and see, that's where he's done Office 365? Well, as you can see, you've got that up here up front. So you're kind of making that more of the focus. Maybe fine. Again, I'm going on a little bit of a rant here, but make sure you talk about, end of the day, what it is that the pain you solve and what it is you want to be doing, exceeding sales targets. That's the kind of thing that I like to see. Fix your icon here, your little symbol. Played a key role. What does that mean? What was your key role? I could go on and on. But do this more to make sure that you pop the best, okay? Hope that really helped. Again, this was more of a free format. Tell me what you think. I'm letting this out, letting it go, showing you what I'm thinking, talking through it, showing you examples, taking longer than I usually have before. We'll see. Maybe this will bomb. Nobody will respond. But then again, I think the last one I had over 1,000 views and not that much engagement. So if you're one of the 1,000 people and it's not just the algorithm faking and telling me, hey, you know what? I showed this to 1,000 people when in reality you only showed it to 100 people at best. I don't know. I won't know that until you like, comment, or share this. I don't know unless you engage. So the algorithm says one thing. What do you say? Did you like this profile that popped up? If you did for Drav, let us know in the comments below. Have a great day, guys. Bye.